In this video, we're going to cover several of the different neighborhoods here in Fort Lauderdale, as well as the different areas in Fort Lauderdale as well. So whether you're looking to make a move to Fort Lauderdale, or you already live here and you're just looking for places to explore, or even potentially move to, this will be a great high-level overview of Fort Lauderdale in general. We'll kind of go step by step on the different areas, starting out west and then working our way east, as well as all the way north to about the Oakland Park, Pompano area as well. So if you want to know everything about eating, sleeping, living, and even playing in Fort Lauderdale and South Florida in general, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. We get calls, emails, texts, and DMs every single day from people like you looking to make the move to South Florida and Florida in general, and we love it. We love being able to help out in any way possible. So if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call, text, DM, email me, whatever's easiest for you, we got you. All right, so let's jump right into it. So now we're on the map here. So here we have Fort Lauderdale. And for those of you who don't know where Fort Lauderdale is, let's kind of zoom out a little bit. It is in Broward County. It's in South Florida. We're not going to get into what's constituted South Florida and what's Southwest Florida. It's for a different video, but let's just be realistic. South Florida is on the southeast part of Florida. Quick part. But so Fort Lauderdale is in Broward County. So we're just north of 595. And it does run parallel with the beach, which is really nice. And actually, Fort Lauderdale, two quick, really cool facts about Fort Lauderdale. Number one, it's the yachting capital of the world. So you will see a ton of yachts here in Fort Lauderdale. A lot of marinas that are strictly for yachts only. I mean, they do have other boats there, but most of the slips are 60, 70-foot slips, which is kind of cool if you think about it. On the flip side of it, it's also called the Venice of America because as you can see on this map, look at all the canals. So right here, you come in through the port. And then you kind of go all the way back in here on the New River, all the way back to pretty much 441 in the Turnpike, which is really nice. And that's kind of where we'll start off at. So Broadview Park is pretty much the border of Fort Lauderdale and Plantation. So still a great area over here. Great location in terms of proximity to the major highways. So right in between pretty much the Turnpike, which is right here, and 95. And then you're also right next to 595 as well, which can take you right out to the airport or even the beach. Drops you off right there on Federal. But for the most part, a lot of older homes here in Broadview Park. As you kind of work your way east into like the Lauderdale Isle area, Riverland, River Run, Riverland Village. I actually do have a listing in Broadview Park that we just got. It's just kind of giving you guys context of what homes are worth over there and what they're looking like. So it is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $425,000 for about 1,200 square feet. So just kind of give you an idea, but it isn't a larger lot as well. And then obviously Lauderdale Isles, you have your homes on the water, and then right there off of Marina Mile. So a lot of marinas over here, a lot of anything to do with the boating industry is going to be pretty much off of Marina Mile, 17th Street. So a lot of that stuff as we work our way east is going to be over there. And then kind of as we work a little bit more east, number one thing you do have to check out is Flanagan's. So Flanagan's is definitely a South Florida staple. The ribs are amazing. Definitely have to check that out. Just now working our way a little bit more east. As you can see, there's a couple parks, but not anything crazy. But a lot of the homes and neighborhoods are kind of centered around the New River as it kind of twists and winds around back into the intercoastal. In terms of the neighborhoods over in between 95 and Federal, you have like Edgewood, River Oaks, Croissant Park, Point Santa Park, all great neighborhoods. And then you do have one of my personal favorite restaurants, Barrita. So it's actually attached to Tap 42 as well, but great happy hour specials on food. You do also have to try the carne asada French fries. Oh my God, they're good. But now as we work our way a little bit more east now into kind of the port area. So now you're into one of the best neighborhoods in all of Fort Lauderdale, Rio Vista. So it's right there on the water. Amazing neighborhood right there. And then you also have things like Harbor Beach, Harbor Inlet. All these are a lot of homes that have been rebuilt. There are some older homes that are still there, but a lot of them have been rebuilt over here. They bought them, kind of took them down to the studs, and then built what their dream home was. Then as you kind of twist around 17th Street, you'll get taken out to the beach. So a lot of hotels over here. This is a more touristy area until you work your way towards Las Olas Beach. And then kind of up Las Olas. Obviously, Las Olas is kind of the go-to place in Fort Lauderdale. a lot of restaurants and things off of Las Olas, and you also have some great neighborhoods as well. So some of the things to kind of look out for here is you have Las Olas Isles, so that's like the Nurmi Isles, Hendricks Isles, Seven Isles, Riviera Isles. That's all Las Olas Isles. All these are homes on the water. There's also condos and townhomes as well, and they're all beautiful. And then as you work your way west on Las Olas, so kind of right here, from the start of the Isles to about Federal is all the shopping, dining, and restaurants. As you can see, the main ones stick out. Like as we're working away, Fat Boy, that's a great sushi place right there on Federal, and there's a couple different locations as well throughout Fort Lauderdale. As we zoom in here on Las Olas, some things to check out. Obviously, Rocco's is a great one. Tableside Guac is amazing, but personally, I like El Camino a little bit more than Rocco's in terms of Mexican food. Another great one is Louis Bossi's. Excellent Italian food. The brunches are to die for. Some of the best brunch food in all of South Florida. I'll put it out there and say it. And then if you're looking for stuff like that, or you're a little bit more kind of going out in the clubbing scene that is kind of more west, it's not really off Los Angeles. There are some bars and things, but nothing like that. So as we kind of work our way here, you do have YOLO, which is another great restaurant. As we can see right here on the new river, the Wharf, Fort Lauderdale, that's an awesome place. Tin Roof is also new. Township used to be there, so they just moved into that spot. Great location. And then over here, right next to you have Esplanade Park, but this over here is like the downtown area. So you have like Backyard, Sway, all that. That's like the kind of the going out scene. Nothing like that in Miami, obviously, but it's all over there in that area. So zoom out a little bit here and kind of go back to the neighborhoods and kind of give you a quick idea. So Sailboat Bend, Riverside Park, Tarpon River. So it might look like all these are fixed bridges, but all this back here, you can actually get a sailboat into. That's why it's called the Sailboat Bend area, Tarpon River area. You can get a sailboat in there because all these bridges do open up. Yeah, it is a pain in the butt. I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably about a 30, 45-minute ride to the intercoastal, but it's just another option because some of the homes are a little bit more affordable because your prices out here on Las Olas Isles are going to be a little bit more expensive than that back here in Sailboat Bend, Tarpon River area. Another cool area to kind of check out is Collie Hammock. It's super underrated. A lot of people don't think about it. And most of the homes aren't on the water, but it's still a great area as well because you're pretty much in walking proximity to that Las Olas, and a lot of people do get golf carts, and then you can just head out to the beach, which is really nice as well. Plus, there's plenty of marinas to keep your boat at if you don't live on the water. So now we'll kind of go a little bit more north here. So as we see here in the Progresso Village area, so a lot of apartments over here. Progresso Village, you have like the Flagler Village area as well. So a lot of apartments, they're building more condos and things and townhomes as well. One of the really cool places to go check out is Sistrunk Marketplace and Brewery. We went there probably 2-3 weeks ago, I'd say. A lot of fun. You sit down, there's a QR code. There's, I don't know what, 12, 15 different restaurants. You can QR code and then you just order on your phone whatever you want. They bring it to your table. So it's really cool. A lot of people do really like it. And then over here as well, if you're looking for good cookies, my personal favorite is Blueprint Cookies. So they have one here in Fort Lauderdale. And then if we zoom out, there's also one in Plantation out here as well, out west. But definitely something to check out. Another cool thing in Progressive Village to check out is Glitch Bar. So if you like video games, not really looking for that bar scene of just sitting there and it's, sports and things like that. Glitch Bar is a full bar and they have plenty of retro video games as well as some newer ones and the arcade games. So it's really cool and something different to go do, whether it be date night or you're just going out with your boys or your friends. So definitely have to check that one out. Then as we head a little bit east here, we have Victoria Park. So Victoria Park is another highly, highly sought out area in Fort Lauderdale. Some beautiful homes. Not really anything on the water, but just in terms of just that South Florida charm, a lot of beautiful homes, and they're right behind Holiday Park, which is also kind of clutch because Holiday Park does have kind of everything. So they have a dog park, pickleball courts, baseball fields, football fields, soccer fields. So pretty much any sport you want to do, you can kind of do it here at Holiday Park. It's massive. And then kind of running along Sunrise, you do have quite a few car dealerships as well. As you can see, Home Depot, Publix, Pet Supermarket. So everything's kind of right there at your fingertips. And then as you head east, you do get into like the mall over here. So you have the Galleria. and they're really starting to get more stuff at the Galleria as well. For a while there, it was kind of feeling like, is it gonna last? I mean, most people are going to Aventura or they're going up to Boca and Town Center, but it's kind of making a comeback now. And then you kind of head out to the beach. One thing you do have to try at the beach, you just have to try it, is Primanti Brothers. You know, it's a staple. Get a slice of pizza, go to the beach, enjoy yourself, and then kind of behind Primanti Brothers here is the Parrot Lounge. So if you're a diehard Birds fan, you have to go to the Parrot Lounge, catch a game. Unbelievable atmosphere. Make sure you get there early too, because like, let's say we have a 1 o'clock game, you get there about 12:15, 12:30. Good luck getting the table because everyone's already there. So 1 o'clock game, try to get there at least 2 hours early. That's just my 2 cents on it. But right here, you also have Birch State Park. Excellent paddle boarding. You can do some trails and things like that and just be out on the water. There's tons of people who line up right here. So this is the Intercoastal. And a lot of people line up along here and just kind of fish in the Intercoastal. It's a lot of fun. People really enjoy it. And, you know, it's something different to go do, especially as a family. Like, you're trying to look for different things to go and do, or even a date or a date night. Definitely check it out. Then right next to it, or across from Hugh Taylor Birch State Park, you do have the Coral Ridge Yacht Club. Which is, as it sounds, the yacht club. Like I said, Fort Lauderdale is the yachting capital of the world. So that's definitely something to check out if you're into the boating and the yachting scene. Definitely kind of weigh your pros and cons with that one. Then as we work our way just a little bit more north, we're kind of into the Wilton Manors area here. And Wilton Manors, I guess, is technically part of Fort Lauderdale. But I would say that's pretty much the cutoff. Like, once you get north of Oakland Park Boulevard, that becomes Oakland Park, which is technically Fort Lauderdale, as you can see, but it's Oakland Park and it's completely different. So it's definitely its own thing. Excellent. I mean, Wilton Manors is, you can tell the minute you get in there, completely different vibe and feel than that of Fort Lauderdale. And if you guys want a video on that, let me know in the comments down below, and I can kind of do an overview of what Wilton Manors is like. It's awesome. On the flip side of that, out east of Federal, we do have Coral Ridge. So the Coral Ridge Country Club, there's a golf course here. So some homes are on the water, as you can see, and then there's some homes that are not. And Coral Ridge kind of goes up into, I guess it's part of the Oakland Park, but it's still a Fort Lauderdale area. So Gibbons is over there as well, Premier High School. They finally gotten the football team on track. They've won a couple state championships here in the last 5-6 years. But then as we zoom out, it's pretty much the cutoff of Fort Lauderdale, because then you get into Lauderdale by the sea and a little bit into Pompano, you can see as well. So in terms of Fort Lauderdale neighborhoods and where to live, as each one's kind of got its own thing, but they are all centered around the water and being out on a boat as well. So it just really depends on, number one, how close you want to kind of be to downtown in the Los Olas area. And then number two, just being on the water, the most important thing to you, because there are plenty of neighborhoods where you can kind of live like Rio Vista. Not all those homes are on the water, but those homes are gorgeous. So you're also not too far from the beach and a marina as well. So just kind of taking all those different factors into account, then you can kind of help guide you in the best direction. So that's an overview of all the different neighborhoods in the areas of Fort Lauderdale. Whether you're looking to live there, eat there, or play there, kind of gives you a general idea of what's out there and what you can kind of expect living and being in Fort Lauderdale. So whether you're looking to make a move to Fort Lauderdale or you know someone who is, we'd love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can call us, email us, text us, DM us, whatever's easiest for you, we got you.